Hi guys, I'm getting around there. You guys know me, I'm behind time on everything. Hello, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John, and it doesn't look like the camera's aiming at me just good enough, or maybe too good, I'm not sure. Anyhow, we're at the splitter. I finally got in gear and got a little bit of stuff done today, but I'm way behind on everything. I haven't done a movie for, I don't even remember the last time I did a movie. It's been over a week. I had a few left over, but we had somewhere I got my excuses written down someplace, but I lost that. I tried to get everything together, but I'm not too good at being organized. So we're going to set this down. This is a letter I got from Dell. I'm going to try to do these in order. I got a special thanks to Dwayne Lambert 2944. He sent me a super thanks, so I want to thank you for that. Not necessary, but it goes towards something. I'm not sure what. Let's see, what else? That's that. I got all these notes here. I just tried to put together to try to remember them, but I don't have my list of why I haven't, oh, there it is. It's in my pocket. Couldn't even feel it. I had 4 days of rain. I think in the video I might have shown some of the rain I got. 4 days of rain, 2 days of working on the Buick where they chewed it up because the insurance company was going to total the car, and it was too good a car to be totaled for what a stupid little chipmunk probably did. So I was 2 days working on that. Well, think about it. When I go down there to Jeffrey's, had it towed down there, I can't be videoing and not helping. That just isn't right. So I just wasn't videoing, and it wasn't just a 5-minute quick fix. It was get it up. There were 5 wires in the front, 7 wires, 8, 9 wires in the back, and I haven't even fixed them all yet. I still haven't got the air conditioner fixed because they chewed the wires to that, but those I think I can get to. And there's some other wires that I haven't been able to find where they chewed them up yet, but I know that's what it is because the place where we take the car already said that you need a wiring harness because it's broke. Had a day, then we had somewhere around there, then I had the 4 days of rain. Yesterday I had a reunion, my 55th class reunion, so I'm gonna, because I said that, that's one, I'm gonna show you these two guys. We were there, and it was real nice. And these two gentlemen, okay, I'm gonna show you their cards. Hopefully, I can't see whether you can see that, but I think that's where you can see it. These two guys, anyhow, they were magicians. And just as fast as you could look, things were gone. This one here is the one that was our table, Anthony, where really nice guy. This guy here was also nice, and I kind of met him like after the reunion. But anyhow, I was sitting at the table, and there was nobody in this chair here. It was a round table, nobody here. Then there were some ladies there. I don't remember their names, but I went to school with them, but just met them for the first time because I didn't meet a whole lot of people in school. And then there was a space here, and then there was a nice gentleman over here that I kind of knew him. Anyhow, so Anthony was right there. I don't know if you can see, right there, okay? And he's doing magic stuff right in front of my eyes. Now, I watch a lot of magic on YouTube, okay? I was 12 inches from it, and I was looking for every sneaky thing that he could do, and I couldn't see nothing, man. It was amazing. So I guess the old adage, the hand's quicker than the eye, is definitely quicker than this old guy's eye. So anyhow, if those showed up on there, if not, I'll show them later again. So that takes care of that. I got that one done. This one here, Maryland Fairy Hair, okay? I'm hoping that you can see that. I'm not sure. You can't tell, but I got one fairy hair left. And it was funny because about a week and a half ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I don't know exactly when. It was probably 2 weeks ago. It was on a Monday, birthday party. So my wife was getting my granddaughter fairy hair. So it was my wife, my daughter, and my 2 granddaughters in, but only the one granddaughter's birthday was getting fairy hair. But the 5 of them ganged up on me and said, get some fairy hair, get some fairy hair. So that's why I got some fairy hair. A real nice lady. I don't know if this has her name on there or not. No, it just says Maryland Fairy Hair. Really nice lady up there. If you're in the area and you need some fairy hair, it seems to be the end thing with girls, big girls, little girls. My wife's got some. And at the anniversary, 55th anniversary, there was one lady there, and she had fairy hair, and I went over and said, oh, you got fairy hair? I said, I got some too. And it was just kind of it was just kind of funny. So that's that. Now, I had sent Dell a sticker, one of my stickers, and he sent me 2 of his stickers. A real good channel. He's working on a Maytag Maytag motor. I don't know if he's got it going yet or not. I've missed a lot of stuff from time to time. Okay, that's that. That's that. You got my excuses. Machinery. Oh, I was working on the, did I say already? Working on the DRO on my mill. DRO is direct readout, as I recall. And I was working on that, and I didn't get it to go. And I don't understand how this thing goes up and down this piece of glass and measures 1/10 the thickness of a hair. But that's what it is, and it ain't working right. When I had it out and running something through the little reader part, it would read. But when I put it back into where it was supposed to go, it wouldn't read. Doesn't make any sense to me. I also said thanks to the Dwayne. That was a good one. I've been watching now. I watched a channel that was interesting. Nelson Ridge Farms. Nelson Ridge Farms. And go and check it out. I miss the old days of YouTube. I do too. I'm kind of a little bewildered, or I don't know, frustrated maybe, or I don't know what category to put in how I'm feeling toward YouTube right now. Little in a poopy mood. Some of it I'm sure is Paul Bunyan withdrawals, because I really enjoyed that, and somebody put the nicks to it, and it's just the way it is. Part of getting old, the drive is hard. And then there's Frick and Rick. And I got to go back and video something. In fact, I might do it over on this mill here. I'll do it in a later video. But Frick and Rick, he's started a channel. He's redoing a Frick sawmill, and might be something interesting to go over and take a look at, because I haven't been doing much sawmilling lately. I haven't sold any wood, so there's no point in it. Anyhow, the rest of this video is going to be whatever I put in there. I was splitting some wood, but that was 18 minutes of splitting wood and chasing bees out. I'm going to split some more wood and maybe tell you why I'm a little frustrated with YouTube, but that's going to be, it's not YouTube. Well, it is a little bit of YouTube, and it's a little bit of the big companies that are sponsoring a lot of the YouTubers. That's starting to wear on me just a little bit, or a lot, I don't know. But I think, you know, you get all the rain. My Bobcat is still not working, so I'm kind of in a poopy over that. The grass is too long, so tomorrow my objective is get the 544 running, because you need a big machine to pull out a pretty good sized machine, because I got to drag it out of the Jeep barn back there. You guys probably know where I keep it. What else is going on? I don't know. That's about it. So that's the introduction to this, and I'm going to turn it off, come back and do another introduction, and hope I don't screw everything up. And the few videos when I was down at Jeffrey's, I did a quick video of the big wood splitter down there, and I think I'll put that in the next video. So this is it. Enjoy the video. Hope you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's going to be about 18 minutes of splitting wood. You can put it on fast drive and go through it. There was no real good place to put the camera, which I wasn't getting the glare from the sun. So I don't know. I guess I could go ramble on longer than I need to ramble on. So we'll see you later. I'm going to turn it off and turn it right back on probably. Or maybe I'll split some wood. I think I'll split a little wood and turn it back on. So that makes that video pretty long. So I got bits and pieces of other stuff. We'll see you in a bit. Well, I think we finally made it here. Pretty far toss for me for the wood. I like it a little closer than it is. I think I can scoot through here. So let's split a little bit of wood and see what we got here. See if this thing will want to go. The light came on. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, I didn't see that one there drop on the ground. There's one right there. I missed it. I don't know if I can fit through here. Yeah, I can fit through. Well, that's enough splitting. 16 minutes. By the time I put the other stuff, it'll be too long of a video. It starts to add up. You know, these people that say these things hold a. This is bigger than the totes, by the way. Said it holds a quarter of a cord. I think they're crazy. But I'm letting it go in like this because when you got it stacked like this or thrown in or piled, maybe a pile would be a better way of calling it, has more air gap in it. Of course it has more air gap in it if you think about it because it takes up more space. So it's got more surface. And I think it will, oh, that's a pretty good one there. We'll throw that one over to the other one. If it's got more surface area to the air, then it's going to dry faster. So it'll dry faster in here, all thrown in like this, and it'll probably get burned in the boiler this year. I didn't check the moisture. Anyhow, I'm going to go up and fix me a dinner, and then come back and spit a little after dinner and have that another video. I got to do an intro to this video, which I haven't done yet. So I'm going to do that in a little bit. Anyhow, that's what we got going. Old man going slow nowadays. We'll see you. Bye-bye.